Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. It always seems impossible until it's done. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Resentment is like drinking poison, and then hoping it will kill your enemies. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. The greatest gift of life is friendship, and I have received it. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger. Then people will appreciate your leadership. I stand here before you not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of you, the people. Money won't create success, the freedom to make it will. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. Our human compassion binds us the one to the other, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. Do not let your past dictate who you are, but let it be part of who you will become. I never lose. I either win or learn. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again before we reach the mountaintop of our desires. I am not an optimist, but a great believer of hope. A good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end, he and the other side must be closer, and thus emerge stronger. You don't have that idea when you are arrogant, superficial, and uninformed. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. Freedom cannot be achieved unless women have been emancipated from all forms of oppression. Education is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a doctor, that the son of a mine worker can become the head of the mine, that a child of farm workers can become the president of a great nation. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. As long as poverty, injustice, and gross inequality persist in our world, none of us can truly rest. I am the captain of my soul. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb.